Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're taking a deep dive into the Tesla solar roof installation process. And today we're back here with David Silverstein and American Home Contractors. We get to see what it takes to install a Tesla solar roof, and we'll also take a step-by-step look at the installation process, as well as see why Tesla's meticulous innovations work together to create an amazing solar roof system. If you like what you see, give us a like and a share. Let's dive in. Hey, huge shout out to our friends at CompanyCam for making this episode available. Guys, if you don't have CompanyCam, go download it now. Go to companycam.com/ACS. It will give you a free trial of the app. If you're a contractor, you want to have CompanyCam. It's a game changer. Trust me. These guys are using it. All the contractors that I know that are super successful are using it. You need to use it as well because it's a game changer that will transform the way that you communicate photos to your customers, vendors, suppliers, everybody that needs photos of a job internally. They will love it. Go get CompanyCam. companycam.com/ACS. All right, guys, today we are on an install of a Tesla solar roof with our good friend David Silverstein of American Home Contractors. David, thank you so much for hanging out today.
Yeah, thanks for coming out again.
For showing us this cool this system and giving us a chance to watch one of these roofs being installed. It's a lot of work, man.
Yeah.
It looks awesome though, and it's so cool to be up here on the roof with our nice safety gear, safely checking this product out and getting the chance to watch it be installed, and all the little intricacies and all the stuff that goes into it is so fascinating, bro.
Absolutely, man. Again, thanks for coming out. It's going to be a good day. All right, so my name is David Silverstein, and I'm with American Home Contractors. We're a Tesla solar roof certified installer, and we've been installing solar roof for a little over a year, and we've been doing roofing for over 15 years. The reason that we're doing this is to help the mission of transitioning people over to a sustainable energy economy. Really important to get as many people moved over to solar as possible. We're really passionate about it, and we're excited to be part of this mission and this good cause for humanity.
Elon Musk unveiled prototypes of Tesla's solar roof tiles in October 2016. They came in 4 styles that looked just like normal roofing material, but were essentially miniaturized versions of traditional solar panels. Before this, solar panels were large, clunky, and really just plain ugly. What makes the Tesla solar roof so desirable is that the solar panels integrate directly into the roof. So let's dive in and see what it takes to install this roof system. What's going on right now? We just saw them come over here. They started working on this. They got this template looking thing.
Yep, that's called the jig, and that's for the starting feet. So
like
those
the starters.
Yeah, essentially that's the starter. Yep. Okay. Starter bars below it, the starter feet based off of that layout, that template jig. Then our first course of tiles, the uplift clips that are on the bottom of it, go into those feet.
So it's basically the bottom of a tile.
Yep. So we're going to install the first row, which gets really exciting. But first, I got to explain to you the deck C on the rake side here. So if you want to come on over here. On the edge of the roof, we install the deck C, right? So this is the perimeter flashing for the roofing system. And then over top of that, we splice in a detail roll, which is just underlayment to waterproof this edge. And the tiles get installed right up to here. Over top of this, we get the rake trim installed. So here is mounting plane 1 that we're on right now. Here's the tile layout, right? So this tile layout calls for a number 5 tile in the lower left-hand corner, which is what we're going to start with. And then from there, we're going to install our full tiles, which are number 6s, until we reach the valley, which is estimated to be a number 2 tile before we need the valley trim flashing. So the tile that we're going to end on is a number 2. Find that out by looking at what room we have to play with. A 3 is too long, 2 is going to fall right there, so we end up using a 2. What is it? It's exactly what the design says, which is good. It means our tile layout is going to be accurate. And figure out the rows and the exposure, we use what's called a swing tape. So on the tape measure, we mark the maximum exposure, which is 14¼ inches, right? So we mark that all the way up the tape measure. And what we do is we hold it at the mark, and then we try to get the exposure lined up so that the rows make it so that we don't end up with a dead zone at the top. If we end up with a dead zone, we have to install metal tiles all the way across.
That makes sense.
We're hoping to use all glass. You know, ideally, if you have enough rows, you can swing tape it so that you line it up perfectly.
Right.
So that the ridge vent just covers the glass. No need for a small metal row of tiles. So we'll figure out if we have a dead zone here or not. But the maximum exposure is 14¼ inches. The minimum is 13½.
Yeah, because you can judge that by how much overlap is what the exposure means for those that in layman terms. So
yeah, and you can, you know,
shift it
towards the top of the roof, as you know with tile roofing, you can pull them up or push them down. You have some flexibility.
Right.
Here is a Tesla MCI, a mid-circuit interrupter, and this is for fire code, for the rapid shutoff. And we install these approximately 1 every 10 PV tiles, and you can see it just gets installed directly to the roof deck, right above the roof foot, and then it gets connected to the diodes, which get connected to the PV tiles themselves. Marked our tape measures with the dimensions of the tiles so that it makes it easy to install the roofing system. So right here, you don't know what tile would fit to the naked eye. Well, if you mark up your tape measure, I can see that, oh, here's a 2 tile. 2 tile will go right there. 3 tile, too long. It would go past the valley. So we're gonna stick with the 2 tile, so we're gonna put a 2 tile right here. Solar roof has some of the best warranties in the industry. The hail rating is up to 1.75 inches, and the wind mile per hour is up to 166. If one of the tiles crack, which unfortunately does happen during the course of installation, then it's really easy just to swap it out. Pop the tile out, put a new one in its place. It takes about 5 to 10 minutes. Really no big deal. So to document the progress of our projects, we use CompanyCam. The CompanyCam tool is extremely important to us. It keeps the projects organized. It allows us to be transparent with third parties so that everyone can see what's going on, whether they're on the job site or in an office or in the comfort of their own home. All the hardware, the screws, extremely high quality. These self-drilling screws are used for the metal flashings. And they're expensive. I mean, that's $1 right there. It's just high quality stainless steel. And then you have the deck screws, which you can use to install the roofing feet, or you can use the roofing nails as long as they're hot dip galvanized. But again, just attention to detail and making sure that we're using non-corrosive materials that are going to last as long as possible. You know, including the flashings. The flashings are 26 gauge Galvalume and just really high quality, really thick metal, difficult to bend. You need to buy a commercial metal bending brake for these types of projects. A regular metal bending brake or a siding brake is not going to cut it. You're not going to be able to bend this type of material.
All right, so this is the staging area for the material, and I know we saw this last time. We didn't get to really get into it very much, but this is really fast because it's so different than what a normal staging area looks like. Can you kind of walk us through on what's going on here?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so we try to keep the similar materials together throughout the process. We have the tiles over there laid out so that we can quickly access the right tiles, the number 4s, number 2s, 3s, all the way up to 6. And then we have our deck level flashings. We have our active photovoltaic tiles, and then we have flashings and everything organized together so that everything's separated. Once we call out on the roof, hey, we need some sidewall, we need some rake trim, everyone knows where it's at. They can grab it, they can throw it on the lativator, they can send it up to the roof. It makes things run a lot more efficient than just haphazardly throwing and rummaging through boxes.
It's so cool though because everything is built by Tesla. You think of a normal roof system, you could have 4 or 5 different manufacturers on the single roof system. Whereas here, everything is built by Tesla. It's so cool because it's so much engineering that goes into that. And this is where I think people fail to recognize how impressive this really is as an undertaking for Tesla on the engineering side, because they have taken and built everything for a roof, for this particular roof, Not just, like, this stuff will not fit on this house.
Correct.
Like,
Some
it
of
just
will.
doesn't, like, I mean, some of it will, but at the end of the day, like, the flashings and every piece that's on here was built specifically for this house.
Yeah, it was designed for this house, and all these materials were sent out based on the layout and design early on in the process.
Hey, David, your crew's amazing, dude. Like, they've done such a great job today, and just watching them work, their professionalism, everything that they're doing out here is top notch. The quality's awesome. Thank you so much for letting us come out and hang out.
Yeah, thanks for coming, guys. Appreciate the support.
Yeah, no, you guys are doing great. How do people get a hold of you if they're wanting to get a Tesla roof installed, and what areas are you serving right now? Because we're in Northern Virginia, by the way, right now, so.
Yeah, so we've expanded our coverage area to include Delaware, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, Maryland, and DC.
Cool. AmericanHomeContractors.com?
AmericanHomeContractors.com. That's the best way to get a hold of us.
Get a hold of them. They're doing amazing work. And by the way, thank you so much to CompanyCam for making this episode possible and for all the stuff that they're doing. You guys got to love CompanyCam.
Oh, love them.
Go check them out, CompanyCam.com/ACS, and sign up for a free trial. Thanks, guys. We'll see you soon. Thanks so much for watching today's show. Make sure to like and subscribe our pages so that you can stay up to date with every episode. And by the way, this show is all about you, the American Contractor. Be sure to comment and let us know what you want to hear about and what subjects you want us to touch on. We'll be sure to include them in a future episode. Thanks again, and I hope you have a great day.